Yeah, I mean, it's just a great opportunity for the guys. I mean, to see what it's like to be on the biggest stage. I mean, obviously, you want to play in the Super Bowl at the end of the year, but this is a big stage as well. And so to be able to get that experience to play a great football team, I'm excited for these guys to get out there and the guys that haven't been here see what it's like to be on that type of stage.
Uh, You're poised to pass Len Dawson on a couple of career statistical things, it's just yards, career yards coming up soon. I'm just wondering, how much appreciation do you have for his time and in the days when quarterbacks didn't throw for 5,000 yards a season?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're saying it. The fact that he kind of pioneered the game to show that how the quarterback could really go out there and dictate how you play the position and how you play on the offensive side of the ball, and then getting to meet Lynn and how good of a person that he was. It truly is remarkable to be able to go out there and have a chance to break some of his records. Because I mean, the fact that he's able to put those yards up and that record sustained for so long speaks to the player and the person that he is.
How do you handle just like what mentally do you think about going into this week, this game on Thursday? Is last year part of your mind all anything in the off season? Like what is kind of fresh in your mind going into this game?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think last year's too much in your mind. I mean, you're so focused on trying to get better, and I mean, we're playing the best of the best. I mean, week one, so we're gonna see where we're at. We're going to go out there and play our best football early in the season. But all we can do is go out there and be our best. I mean, it's going to take that in order to get the win, and we're going to learn from our mistakes and make adjustments on the sideline and go out there and find a way to beat a really good football team.
Patrick, Beach was telling me the story the other day about how you really liked Worthy even before the draft, when you guys were talking about that. What besides 4.240 did you like about him at that time?
Yeah, I think just route running. A guy that played physical too. I mean, for him to not weigh a ton. I mean, he plays hard. He plays through stuff. He goes out there and competes. And then the speed. I mean, obviously it opens up the field, but he's not just a fast receiver. He's a guy that can run routes. He plays hard, plays fast, and you want those type of guys on your football team.
Are the things you've been able to do to kind of speed up the process?
Yeah, I think more than anything, he's been able to pick up stuff fast. I mean, he's learning from his mistakes. We're really opening up the playbook to him, and he's learning. And then it's like he doesn't get tired, so he can take all the reps, and he runs those deep routes, gets back in, and even if he doesn't necessarily want to, we make him go out there and do it again. And I think it's going to be better for him as his career goes on.
You guys have known, I guess, for a couple weeks now that Hollywood wouldn't be available. From that point forward, how do you feel like you've adjusted? Okay, we were going to maybe do certain things, but now pivot to not have him for the initial game or two or whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, you have to adjust a little bit. I mean, just because he's such a vital part of our offense, he's someone that can do a lot of different stuff. He can play a lot of different positions. But I think what Coach Reed and Veach did this year was they brought in a lot of competition in that room. Guys have stepped up and taken over some of his role. It's not going to be just one guy. It's going to be multiple guys that kind of get in there and do the things that he does this week, and then the hope is that you have him back the next week. So, I mean, you just got to continue to push other guys to step up, and that's what football is.
In 22, Juju was quite the outlet for you, obviously. What is it like to have him back around?
No, it's super exciting. I mean, just the person, man. Being in the locker room, being in the meeting rooms, he gets it, man. He gets how to be a pro, and then he works hard. I mean, he's out here. He looks great. And so I'm excited for him just to continue to learn the little things that we changed in the year that he wasn't there. But, I mean, he's picked up a lot of the stuff really fast, and it's good to have that type of guy in that receiver room.
Patrick, with Kingsley, that position can be difficult for a rookie just being on the island. What have you seen about his makeup that lets you know he's prepared for Thursday?
Yeah, I mean, he has the confidence. He's going out there and he's enjoying the moment. He's practicing hard. He's learning from the guys beside him. And so this is, like we said, we're playing probably the best defense in the league other than ours. So, I mean, it's just going out there and competing against the best of the best. Week one, he's going to get kind of introduced fast. And so I'm excited for him to accept the challenge and see where he's at. But he did a great job in the preseason. He did a great job in training camp. And I'm excited for him to go out there and accept that next challenge.
Patrick, you played different variations of the Ravens defense over the past 5-6 years. Is there kind of a common theme no matter who's on the other side of the field with them?
Yeah, I mean, the common theme is just physicality and speed. I mean, that's who the Ravens are. They're a team that's going to play hard. They're going to play physical, and you have to accept that challenge. If you don't, they're going to dominate the football game. And so, even though they've traded through defensive coordinators, they have those same principles. I think that's more of the team, the culture that they have, and I'm sure there'll be wrinkles that we'll have to adjust out there. But I mean, they have a great football team, a great defense, and it'll be a great challenge for us.
And for you guys on offense, what mentality or tempo are you wanting to set in week one here?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to get pushed around. I think that's the biggest thing. Whenever you play teams like this, you want to make sure you match their physicality. And so we're fast and we got guys that run around, but we pride ourselves in being physical as well. So it's going to be a great challenge, man. We're playing best of the best football team week 1. I mean, you can't ask for anything better to go out there and see where you're at and how training camp and the off season's paid off.
Patrick, what do you admire most about Lamar when you watch him?
Yeah, I think more than athletic ability and ability to throw is the way he competes. I mean, he's a guy that competes every single week. You can tell he cares. You can tell he wants to go out there and win, and he wants to put it on his shoulders to take his team to where they can win as many games as possible. And I think that's something that's truly what it really takes to be a great quarterback in this league. It's not always about talent. It's about, can you go out there and compete every single week and find ways to, whenever you don't have your best stuff, your team doesn't have your best stuff, you find ways to win football games that way.
I know you've been doing this obviously a while now. When you go into the first game of the season, unlike maybe 2018, right? Do you get more excited about unscouted looks in the first game?
I mean, in a sense, I mean, it's always a great challenge. I mean, I think more than anything, I just get more and more appreciative of having that opportunity to go out there. I mean, I know I joke around with Trav. You start getting, I'm older than Travis was when I got here, so it's like you start appreciating playing in these games. I mean, you never know if you're going to win another Super Bowl. I mean, that's your hope, but you don't know if you're going to be that opening night game. And so I remember my first year, I didn't play, but we go to the Patriots and play in that game, and I remember how special that moment was for me. And even though I didn't step on the football field, and so I just try to appreciate these moments because you never know if this is going to be your last one. But the hope is it isn't.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you.